Michael in the back of the head.
I don't recall this at all.
That's how it started. He tapped John Michael in the back of the head.
I thought it started because he was slamming the locker.
Uh-uh.
That's what, because he slammed his finger, and as soon as he did that, he grabbed his head.
Oh, yeah. They were getting dressed, and I think it was Shane had just finished, and he accidentally slammed John Michael's fingers in the locker.
He was just slamming it to make him mad.
Oh, yeah, because he slammed it once, and John Michael was like, dude, no good to slam it. And so Shane opened it, slammed it, opened it, slammed it, opened it, slammed it. And John Michael was like, all right, man. And he gently pushed Shane into the locker.
No, he slammed his fingers, and he's like...
Oh, yeah. And then he went all Hulk smash on us.
You mean Fat Smash?
We're talking about John Michael.
Hulk smash.
And then, what happened after that? And then I was just like, alright guys, I'm getting the fuck out of here. So I went outside, now Ryan is going to take it away because I was outside.
Okay, so I walk in, and I always usually try to get in there before all them. And so I'm in there, and...
He's in there looking all fine.
I just wear the shorts under my pants, so... Okay. So I'm going to go, look, I do this like once a day, every time at PE. I go and hide in one of the guys' lockers. So I hit John Michael's. And so Shane opened it, and I got out. So he started, so I got dressed and everything, and so I'm standing there, and John Michael opened the door, and he'd go, and he went to take his stuff off, and Shane closed it, and John Michael opened it, closed it, opened it, and then John Michael put his hand in the way, and slammed his fingers, and John Michael ripped his hand out of the door and grabbed Shane by the head and lightly tapped it against the locker. And Shane's sitting there, cussing up a storm. And so the coach is like, do we have a problem? Because you seem to be cussing up a storm over there.
Can I do this part?
Sure.
Why you be instigating?
No, that wasn't then.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was about that time I walked out.
It was just so he's sitting there, he's like, so what? And everybody's staying after, he's like, were you a part of it, Shane? And he's like, yes. John Michael, are you a part of this? He's like, yes. And he asked me if I was. I was like, I just saw it. He's like, okay, you're staying too.
Wow.
And so we're sitting there, and he's like, they're talking about it. And he's like, well, he lightly hit my head, so I lightly tapped his head against the locker. And he's like, why are you two sitting there about to fight? But I was just angry. And so everybody left, and Max sitting there listening. And Shane's like, why are you instigating? And Max is like, shut up, fatty, before I beat you up. And he's like, and then the coach is like, man, stay in my office. And Max stayed there for like 5 seconds and walks out.
Oh, yeah, I remember him telling me about that in math.
Yeah, he walks out, and the coach gets his face, dude. He's like, oh, no. Max is like, I was about to punch him. Shane said the exact same. He's like, you're in my face. If you don't get out, I'm going to hit you. And he's like, okay, come into my office. So we're all in the office, and I'm afraid he's going to, like, molest us at this point. And, dude, I saw Dip. Like, teachers aren't allowed to dip or anything. And I see Dip spit in the back corner.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, he's asking us to stay behind. He's asking us all these questions. So, Shawn Michael goes first. And then, I go next. And Shane's last. Shane's the one that had been sitting there yelling at him. So, I was afraid for Shane. Afraid he's going to, like, hit Shane or something. So, Shane comes out crying. Shawn Michael leaves crying.
Man.
Everybody basically in there leaves crying but me.
Max didn't cry, did he?
No, not Max. I'm just talking about that really went in there, like me and Shane. So it's just Shane and Shawn Michael ended up crying through that thing. And
Alright.
he's like, oh, you want me to send you to the principal? And Shawn Michael goes, no. And Shane's crying. And then it's fine with me. So I leave, and next day, glasses, and they're talking, and him and Shane are just fine and dandy. And I guess we'll get to the text.
Wow.
You have any other Shawn Michaels stories, Harley?
No.
Okay. I'll be right back. We're about to tell the text part, and I gotta grab my phone.
Alright. I'm gonna tell my part of the story first then. Alright, so the night we recorded Well, the night we recorded the first, so here's how it went down. Afterwards, Austin had to go and do something or another. And it was me, Roger, and John Michael. We're just in there chilling, talking. John Michael's talking crap because we were talking crap about him, apparently. So here's how it went down. So, after that, Roger and him got into like a big, not an argument or a dispute, but just, they were talking for a while, and I was just being quiet. I don't know why. But I just didn't feel like talking. So I was sitting there typing to Roger. I'm going to read you what I was typing about. Because, you know, you got to give him the hints. So, damn it. Okay, from 7 days ago. Okay, why? Watching some porns. That's not it.
What?
What is Haters Up Comedy's password? I'm calling a minute. Okay, here's where it starts. So they're talking, and he wasn't telling his story. And this is how he was telling the story. Well, you see, I was,
No, he was talking about his dad cussing in front of somebody he didn't know.
And this was my impression of him. Well, with
no, chode. The day you learned about a chode, what a chode meant.
No, douchebag is what it was.
Oh yeah, douchebag.
and every other word was,
So my dad, he told me, his dad gave him,
and then this is what I said. I said, he's such a liar, Roger.
Yeah, that's how you know he's lying.
And then I put Michael's dick in his ass in a little picture that I drew on Skype. Roger said, ha ha. And then I impersonated him. I said, well,
After he called him a liar, I said, I was like...
Roger was like, why are you lying? I mean, you're making something up, just tell me.
It's been so long ago.
He was like, it's been so long ago, and I like to look around my room.
I'm like, who does that? Really, who just sits there silent, looking around the room? I mean, honestly.
And then I said, he's making a lie about why he's lying. And then I said, he has a habit. No, he said, I have a habit of making stories longer than they need to be.
He's like, yeah, you got my parents. Yeah,
and I said, he has a habit of watching gay porn, too. Fap, jizz in my pants.
Oh, yeah, that brought me to another thing. When he I guess, tell him about the grandma part.
What are you talking about?
What's the weirdest place
We've already told him about that.
I know, but to clarify, to Harley.
That'll be the little ending of this video.
What?
And that'll be the ending about this video.
How?
We'll just throw it in there. Does it really matter?
Oh, let me. We still recording?
No.
Okay. Anyways, so I asked. We're sitting there going around the story, blah blah blah. And so I asked.
This is something that was mentioned in the first one, but Ryder feels.
But Harley didn't know about.
So you say it on camera or on recording?
No, my grandpa.
What are you talking about?
See, when he said he has a habit of watching gay porn, I said, he said it the weird. We asked him where the weirdest place he choked chicken was, and he said it was his grandma's house.
Choke the chicken, I get it.
Yeah, he said his grandma's, so we're like, ew. And so I was like, so why would you do it to your grandma's? It was just a joke. I'm like, no, because you were really serious about it. No, it was. I know it was a joke. And I'm like, I'm like, nah, I don't think it was. Okay, no, it wasn't. So carry on, TJ.
Back to the relevant stuff. It doesn't really matter. We've gotten off topic so many times already. So then he started talking about, like, how and then Roger brought up the point about when he's arguing with somebody about their opinion. And he brought up when he was arguing with Jasmine, and I'm like, bitch, talking about my hoe.
What I said was, I was bringing up because, like, I said something, and he was like, blah, blah, blah. It was my opinion, and I was like, dude, why do you always have to judge people's opinions? Well, it's a habit I do. I love to argue. I'm like, yeah, I can tell that much.
And then after I said, bitch, we talking about my hoe, Ryder's like, why are you talking about TJ's girl? And I just started laughing.
I was like, why are you hitting on her? I'm not hitting on her.
That was funny to me.
So finally got mad and left.
No, there's more, Roger.
Oh, I thought you just got mad and left.
There's a lot more.
No.
And I said, he wants Shannon, but he can't even get her. Daniel's better than John Michael to Shannon.
Oh, I was like,
Daniel's a ginger.
Yeah.
I was like, why do you... Oh, yeah, I was like, why do you treat Shannon nicer than you treat Jess or me or TJ? Like, do you like her or something?
He does. But she
And
doesn't like him.
He's like, no! No!
I remember he used to always talk about how that y'all called her Chewbacca or something.
Chewbacca?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all were like, don't call her by her name, it's Chewbacca.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end.
Yeah, anywho.
And then I said, because I had texted him and told him to get on to do the story time, so here's how it went down. And he didn't respond, so I called him, and he's like, oh, I was outside. So during this conversation, I said, I know what he was doing when I texted him, and he didn't respond. He was fucking Caitlin, which is why he was outside.
I was like, so you and Caitlin did what that night he was sleeping?
Yeah.
He's like, we didn't believe that, we're just friends. I'm like, why would you want to be friends with her?
Alright, so now we're moving on to the text message. After that, some more crap happened, and he got mad at Roger. Let me go ahead and clarify that. He got mad at Roger.
But listen, so he starts texting me first, texts TJ. And I gotta go down. John Michael. Okay. It says, this was at a point when I was mad at Baker, because it's a whole big story. I'll get Baker on here, and we'll explain that story.
Baker who?
Baker.
You don't know him.
Noah Baker?
No, you don't know him.
Oh, okay.
And he says, you know how you get annoyed by Baker? And, look at this. Oh, wow. He says, you know how you get annoyed by Baker? So I just ignored him when he said that. And next thing I get is T-friends instead of you and him be friends, and I be the dumb guy who has no emotion.
Is he trying to rap or something?
No. He said, G branded with some dumb joke. I'm sure you take pride in making me mad this bad. This is why I hate hanging out with the both of you at the same time. And then he goes, I got so mad I punched a hole in my leather punching bag. And so at this point he starts texting TJ.
Yeah, okay, that's not possible.
Yep, there you go. I talked to him about that.
And then he says, I wish I could fight TJ and just get this all over so we can go back to just being friends. And then that's how I get with you and TJ. You make me mad, and I want to talk and be friends. I can't walk 2 steps without being made fun of. And I said, chill, why are you getting mad? We do this all the time. I'm tired of you doing it. One can only take so much of this. You have to be so metaphorical about things. You're a real friend. You stop making fun of me. And I said, because really, me and TJ weren't friends really at all. We were going to fight, and we kind of
That would be an interesting fight.
Yeah, I know he would probably beat me. Well, then I thought I could beat him, but I know now he'd probably beat me. But I said, this is really what made me and TJ friends. I made fun of him, he made fun of me back. That's kind of what started our friendship.
Making fun of TJ Finley and making fun of John Michael.
So I said, doing this made TJ and us closer. Why are you this and that?